Hopefully my car doesn't overheat. Excuse the dust. 100 degrees. I'm waiting for it to be 3 so I can go pick up the grocery that I just ordered. I didn't want to get down, and I should have just gotten down, but oh well. And I'm here at the park. I was gonna park on the other side for a change of scenery, but nobody's on the other side, and I don't want the neighborhood to call the cops on me. So I came to the usual spot where I usually parked before. I just haven't come to walk around like I should. I want to, and I'm waiting to get clearance to do that. I'll just put it like that. Anyhow, is anybody watching the, well, you can't, they're not really showing it, but is anybody paying attention to the Didi trial? Because I have on and off. I started following this girl that she gives really good factual reports. I mean, she's there. She's in the court. She actually, she goes in the courtroom when they're giving their testimonies, and they were there for Cassie. She was there for Cassie's. And there are like, I believe 2 creators that I follow that just don't believe he's guilty. They're like, okay, he's guilty for like beating her up and stuff because of the video, but are we sure that he was moving her around, making her move around? And it's like, what? Are you serious? Are you serious? And was she really forced to participate in these freak-offs? You see this man, and this is for women too, because there's women in the chats, they're like, well, Cassie wanted money anyway. She loved money. She's a gold digger. Okay, so first let me say something about that. So any woman that's a gold digger, she deserves to get beaten up and moved around, the T word. She deserves that because she's a gold digger. It was up to him if he didn't want to be with a gold digger. He chose to be with her. And he chose to be with her so that he can use her as a punching bag, move her around with his friends and escorts, by the way, and threaten her. Do you really think she could get out of all that? What if he threatened to tell her family? And I believe he did. I believe it's not even a what if. He did threaten to tell her family. Imagine the shame that she felt. You know, he supplied her with pharmaceuticals and alcohol to be able to do all this. She even admitted that she had to self-medicate to be able to do all this. And then there were other nasty things that were brought up that she said that she had to go through, and I'm not sure if they're considered STDs. I would think so. And not just an STD, but also in the mouth. But also a really bad UTI that she suffered, and she was still made to go through all this. If you don't know what a UTI is, it's a urinary tract infection. If you have ever had one, it is very painful. And it's painful 24/7. Not just for a little while and you take the little medication and it goes away. No, it is painful. And anytime you have to go, what's it called, void, it hurts a lot. I had one a very, very, very long time ago, and it was not comfortable. And you also get fever. It wasn't very comfortable, but thank goodness mine wasn't very bad. And this is many, many years ago. And I remember my mom telling me to drink cranberry juice. I also had to take an antibiotic from the doctors. And, you know, and sometimes when you feel the urge to go, you can't even go. It just hurts. And you're like, please go, because you can get some kind of relief. It's just a really bad experience, just like anything else. But she says that even going through all that, she was made to still perform in these freak-offs for Diddy. Does that sound like someone that is only interested in money or a gold digger? All of that stuff for money. And now the girl is pregnant, and I take it it's his. That's the only thing I don't have clarification on. So if you know, let me know. But, you know, as far as these men creators getting other channels, they're entitled to their opinion. But please call it that. Don't go on your channel and be like, well, I don't think he's guilty. And where did you see that he trafficked her? I'm waiting. Prove it. First of all, your viewer is not a lawyer. If they had access to that information, they probably could prove it after the trial. But your viewers are not obligated to prove anything to you. It is their opinion. And not just their opinion, but it's also what they heard that she said in the courtroom when she testified yesterday. And apparently she's testifying again today. Now, this girl that I've been following, I forgot her name. It's TT, but I forgot her name. Anyhow, she's actually in the courtroom. She's taking notes. And then she goes live and she shares, you know, what she just heard and all. And she's saying everything verbatim. Okay? Now, if it's coming out from this girl's mouth that this was said in the courtroom, why would you not believe that? Why would you think it's a lie? Why would you think you still need proof? And furthermore, the attorneys have all the proof. Both sides have the proof of whatever it is that you still have questions on. That is why they're trying so hard to cover all that up. That is their job as criminal defense attorneys. They don't want it out there. So they obviously have the proof already. You will get your proof once all of this is done and over with. You know somebody's going to leak it out and it'll come out. And you're going to feel really dumb on your channel when you're going to have to apologize to everybody for everything that you said. Regardless of how a woman feels about her body, if she feels like she wants to express it sexually, that is her prerogative. However, being forced to do that, it's not her prerogative, especially when she says she wants out. Which, in this case, they do have the emails between Cassie and Diddy where she said she wanted out. So how dare you accuse this woman of being a gold digger and having no proof that she was being exploited? Why would she ask to be let out of that if she wasn't in it forcefully? You don't ask to be let out of something that you're a willing participant, right? You would ask to be let go if you were not willing, if you didn't want to do this anymore. or ever, or being forced to, coerced. I just think it's horrible what she's going through, and then especially being pregnant, and then who knows what they're going to try to do, like once she has the baby. You know, she looks like she's ready to burst any day now. I don't know how far along she is. I don't know what Diddy's going to try to do from prison. You know, this guy is not going to be charged only for assault and battery because of that video. He's going to be charged with way, way more. So your hopes of him being just charged for assault and battery, and he's only going to serve 1 year with credit for the time that he's been there, you're dreaming. You are dreaming. Now, there's also a rumor or fact, I'm not sure about this one, that he is asking, Diddy is asking for Trump to pardon him. If it is true that he's asking for that, he has got to be out of his damn stupid mind. Do you know how bad this would make the president look if he pardons Diddy? I will even be regretfully voting for Trump if he forgives Diddy. But I can tell you right now, without a doubt, 100%, Trump is not interested. He's not going to forgive him, and he is not interested. And the media is trying to push this now. Trump may pardon Diddy, ? Or Trump is going to pardon Diddy. And I'm like, why don't we ask the media for proof of this? Where did Trump say this, that he would? Please provide a video, a legitimate source that Trump is considering even doing this. If not, that is pure slander, and I hope Trump sues these people for spreading such rumors. I'm just so tired of the media trying to push their false narrative all the time. They're always trying to get people to hate Trump. Oh, the tariffs, it's his fault. Oh, prices are going up, it's his fault because of the tariffs. Restaurants are closing because of the tariffs. Walmart's going out of business because of the tariffs. Walmart share, now I can't even talk. Walmart shelves are empty because of the tariffs. Really? I was at Walmart yesterday and I did not see any empty shelves. I didn't see any empty shelves. All groceries were still intact. All items were still intact. Yes, they're low in stock. They've always been low in stock with certain items. So, but body washes are all stocked up. Bath soap, shampoos, hair color, pet items also. Clothing, it's all stocked right there. I didn't see a huge increase in clothing. Then again, I hardly buy any clothing at Walmart unless it's something that I really need, like exercise shorts or some t-shirts so that I can wear around the house, you know. And not that I don't like Walmart clothing. I do like Walmart clothing. I think it's better quality than the Target, to be honest, because I've bought stuff at Target and after one wash it's faded, or it fits really big, you know, and their prices are way more than the Walmart. But anyhow, there's nothing going on. Maybe where you live, there's something going on there. You live in a bigger city in that state, but not here where I live. You know, everything's still normal, except prices have gone up at the restaurants and the portions are smaller. And the customer service is just not up to par anymore. They're all rude to you. They treat you like you're bothering their day, you know, like, what the hell do you want to order? What do you want? Drive up. That'll be $30, you know, and here. And then they forget to give you either utensils, napkins, ketchup, fries, whatever. You know, whatever it is that you order. And then you call and you tell them, you all forgot this. You know, I just got home and I realized you all forgot this. Oh, well, if you want to come back for it. Oh, you don't? Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll get your name and number. And next time you come, we'll give it to you. Whatever. You know, it's the same old lame excuses. And yet, they wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for people ordering. But it's like people are not grateful for their jobs either. They don't give a crap, and they're showing you they don't give a crap. And that's on the business, though. That's a bad look on the business, and for some reason they don't want to get rid of them. Oh no, we can't get rid of them because now we can't hire illegals. You never had illegals in there. You never had illegals take orders at the window. Maybe cooking, but you got other people cooking, apparently, because people are still coming and ordering. You know, it's just excuse after excuse after excuse, and it's ridiculous. And I don't even know why I'm on this tangent right now, because I was talking about the Diddy thing. Oh, I guess it's just my anger. Oh, there's a mailman. Speaking of the mailman, I'm waiting for my glasses to come in. I had to order some new glasses because look what happened to these. I don't know if you could tell right there. There's a big old scratch. And it happened about a week ago. I'm thinking it's because I put my glasses too close to the curling iron, or flat iron rather, and maybe the heat touched the lens, just the heat itself, not even touching the flat iron, and it just automatically made that ugly scratch. You really can't tell when I'm wearing them, but I can see it out of the corner of my eye all the time, and it's getting on my nerves. So I ordered another pair, and I got these at America's Best. Oh, that's another rant on itself. I got these at America's Best. I went back and I told them what had happened, and they're like, "Well, do you have insurance for your glasses?" And I'm like, "No, I was never offered any insurance for my glasses." And they're like, "Oh, well then we're sorry, we can't replace them unless you want to buy new glasses or new lenses." And I'm like, "Well, how much are the lenses?" For one, it's $127, and for two, it's $255, something like that, you know? And I'm like, what? That's like another pair of glasses. And my husband's like, "Why don't you just get another pair of glasses and all together?" And I said, "Are you kidding me? It'll be $355 because they can't run it through the insurance anymore. That's the deal. The insurance will only cover glasses once a year, and that's it. They're not going to give me another pair of glasses and take off what the insurance covers. They're going to charge me full price." So then I got on Zenny, and I actually found some similar to these, and I could get them with that contrast lenses. So right now that I'm outside, they'll be dark. They'll look like sunglasses, but they're prescription. I got them, you all are not going to believe it, for $87. That's the lenses and the frames. $87. Unbelievable. And these people over here wanted to charge me $200. Oh, and they made sure to tell me that if I get one lens, I may not see the same way, because the other lens might be already something other, and I might see blurry from the right and really clear from the left because it's brand new, so it's better to get them both. I'm like, okay, yeah, well, now that I know how much they are, and you all wouldn't tell me through the phone if I had insurance or not, or just tell me that I didn't have it and made me come all the way over here just so you can tell me this. I didn't say that to them out loud, but that's the kind of crappy service they have. Okay? That was my brief rant about America's Best. The first time that I went last year, everything was great. The doctor was really nice. She even recommended some drops, which were worthless, but I got them anyway through Amazon. And it was for dry eyes. And honestly, they didn't work. They cost like $20 something, $25, $28. And my husband's like, well, get them. You know, hopefully they work, but get them if you need them. And so I ordered them, I got them, and I hated them the whole time. The first time that I used it, it felt somewhat lubricated, right? But then after that, it was just like, okay, why am I doing this? And then I bought the Sustained at CVS. Same thing. First time I used it, my eyes felt lubricated. They felt good, and I thought, oh, finally, you know, I found a good eye drop that'll work. Nope. After that, anytime I would put the drops, I would see blurry. And I'm like, why am I seeing blurry if I just put drops? Those other drops from Amazon, the doctor had told me that those you could use as often as you want. Maybe with a Sustain you can't. Maybe I'm supposed to use it only once. I'm watching this bird picking on a squirrel. It's hilarious. The squirrel was running away and the bird kept poking at it on its bushy tail. I missed it. Sorry guys, I should have shown you all. But it was funny. The squirrel went up the tree and then the bird landed on one of the branches. Now I can't see either one of them. But anyway, yeah, so the second time around, it was a different doctor. And that's the thing with America's Best. I noticed that they change doctors a lot. It's never the same doctor. And then they also have a turnover in employees, and not all of them are nice. The ones that are still there are not nice. I don't understand, you know, like, if your employees are not nice, why do they still have a job? You know, the newer ones are nice because they want to impress you. They want to impress customers. The old ones that are already comfortable in their job don't give a crap. Why are they still there? I don't get it. I don't know. But it's been like that everywhere I go. Every time I go somewhere, there's different people. And it's not any better. It's worse. Because then those new employees start picking up the bad habits from the OGs that have been there longer and treating people like crap. You know what I mean? So it's just not good. And you all take this with a grain of salt, because I'm not, I don't own a business. Who am I to give business advice, right? But I'm just coming at this as a consumer, if that makes any sense. And the reason I'm so hard on it is because when I worked at the dealership, man, working, and this is as a receptionist, okay? And I know a lot of people, you were just a receptionist and that's all you did and you're complaining? Look, as a receptionist, I had to put up with a lot. The phone calls that were coming in, always yelling, people yelling for something that I didn't even do. And then you had the customers in person that were yelling because they were mad at finance or they're mad at this manager. But instead of yelling at them, they want to take it out on you, especially if you're a female. But look, being a receptionist at a car dealership, now they have the system where when they call, they get an automated system. Before, it was not like that. And I was there for 10 years. And I had to answer for not only my dealership, but the other dealership. And then sometimes I had to give phone numbers to yet other dealerships with the same owners, right? And it was so annoying because the phone would ring non-stop. But I was grateful that I had a job to support my kids. And like I said, I like the dealership environment. I was there for 10 years for a reason, because I like the environment, right? I like the pace. I like the vehicles, the new car smells. We would get new vehicles in the showroom and they would be right next to me, you know, like I loved all that. I just didn't like the customers and how they like to just take advantage of someone that they shouldn't be taking advantage of, you know. But anyway, working as a receptionist at a dealership is a very humbling experience in itself. And even though I could have one person yell at me for like 10 minutes and another person walk in, and I'm trying to gather myself because everything inside of me wanted to tell this person off and go to hell, you know. And then this other person comes in and I don't smile right at their entrance, and they will go complain. She didn't smile when I came in. Do you know what I just went through right now? I had this customer just tear me a new one. I wanted to kill them. And you walk in and I happen to look to the right and I didn't smile at you right away. Wow. Like, it's just the pure entitlement of these people at a dealership, okay? And then they come at you like, I just bought this car and I should be treated better by the employees here, and I'm not. And the finance manager and da 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 da. And I'm like listening to them. I'm like, you just bought that car, or did you finance the car? Because if you finance a car, you owe on that car. It's not like you had 50 grand in cash and came in here and bought the car. No, ma'am. You're still paying for that car. You're paying the bank. And if you miss a payment or two, yeah, they're going to go collect it. So no, if you bought it, then you wouldn't be paying on it and nobody's going to collect your car, right? So these people, the way they would talk, you know? Anyhow. But it's just, my point to all that is that it's a very humbling experience. You learn to take a lot. You have to get really thick skin to put up with all that. And I'm not gonna lie, there were times in the beginning when I would go home and cry because of some employees or customers, and I would be like, I can't do this, God, I can't do this. But God would give me the strength. I mean, I don't know anybody that's been there as long as I had been as a receptionist, because nobody can take that job very long. They just can't. They eventually leave or they quit. They just can't take it. So when I go to another place with somebody acting rude to me like that, I'm like really shocked, because I'm like, are you serious? Like, I have to stop saying like, I'm just like, are you serious? You're really acting like this towards me? Have we met before? Did I say something to you before? Like, I have never seen you, but let me know and I'll apologize right now. I'll eat crow. Let me know. And they can't. It's just their shitty attitude. So anyway, it's finally 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go get my grocery and then go home and eat. Oh boy, what a day, right? And it's only Thursday. This day's gone by really quick, but at the same time, it's been dragging for me. So I hope you all are doing way better than I am. I know, like, wow, Moon is on a roll today. You know, yeah, I am, you know, I am. I need to find something to do. A hobby. I need something, you know. It's too hot to come to the park right now and walk, but yeah, I need to find something to do quick, because I'm gonna go nuts. I'm tired of hearing other people complain. It's like a domino effect. Somebody complains, and then the next person complains, and the next person, and so forth and so forth. And maybe that's what it is. Like, I need to watch something positive. And I've been chatting with Chat GPT about that. And you know what? They actually have like really good points. And I'm going to start writing them down. But anyhow, you all have a wonderful Thursday. If anything else comes up, I'll do another recording tonight. I doubt it though. Nothing worth that I really want to talk about. You know, not really. Right now, it's because I was just trying to kill time, you know, and telling you what's up, how I feel and stuff. Which I don't think there's anything wrong. Sometimes we just need to let those feelings out, where you're not really talking about a specific person or anything like that. It's just life. It's just life. And you're venting, you know? And then you're admitting to yourself, like, get a hobby, right? So, nobody has to tell me that. I just told myself. Love you all. I think that person out there is meditating in this heat. You'll see them? And it's 100 degrees out here. And they're in a sweat suit, okay? Anyhow, love you all. Bye.